is the team that's kind of like most complete in the Premier League at the moment. Problem with Arsenal is, unlike Chelsea and some of these other teams, Man United, I think they're playing too humble. I think they're playing within themselves. And I think this is the time they need to really do more of swaggering, a bit more like pep in your step kind of football. It's too humble. And I like humility and whatnot, but I like my football players with a bit more arrogance. And I think Arsenal needs to start doing that a little bit more now. Like start showing off, not show off, but like they need to believe that they are this good team that everybody else keeps saying. Every coach, I know coaches can throw a lot of, what's the English word I'm looking for? They throw a lot of superlatives, right? Best team in the world, this, that, and the other. Arsenal is not just about set pieces. I think Arsenal themselves sometimes play games as if they don't believe this about themselves. That they, if not the best team in the world, maybe one of them. Like I think they need to start playing with a degree of arrogance that shows that they believe in this stuff that opposing managers say. And so when I listen to Daniel Farke at the end of the game, and he's saying like, "Hey, Arsenal are this, that, and the third, and you need to watch out when you play for them." And then we try to deny them space here, and then they find space over there, and we change formation, and then we create more space for them. Like all of this stuff that tacticals and people who are in the game involved. So it's a lot of good stuff off the ball, by the way. But I think on the ball, like we found maybe some things that can work here, being a bit more direct, and I think a bit more vertical, and I think moving the ball quickly through the phases is going to be helpful to that. I think if you're Arsenal, you're going to be facing a lot of teams in low blocks, or we're going to be in set defenses. So then don't take too many touches on the ball. Like sometimes our captain tends to. Martin Odegaard and Saka sometimes can be guilty of this, and Timber. Too many Arsenal players are guilty of this, and our centre backs and Declan Rice. Too many of our guys just really like to be on the ball and kind of like take their time on it, which is sometimes helpful. Patience is good, but you can't have a game that's all the time the same way. And I think the loss of Saka and then the replacement of Odegaard with Havertz kind of pushed us a bit further forward. We were playing a little bit further forward earlier, and Havertz gives Arsenal an interesting new target to hit. And so that was a really good game. I don't know. I want to see it again to see if this is going to be repeated. But I like the fact that Gyökeres was not isolated like he has been in some of the other games. When you push Havertz, because Havertz doesn't do the Odegaard thing and trying to play between the centre backs and then run with the ball and try to play 1-2s with everybody the whole time. Havertz calls for the ball, releases it early. We saw it in the goal he set up for Gyökeres in the Champions League. He's early with his decision making. He's early with his reads, and therefore creates room for other people. He's early with he's so quick with his thinking, and that helps. We need people who are going to be that quick and that fluent, in the way they help us move. And I think I would like to see this again, even if it means Odegaard plays in the two deeper areas, because now we don't have Mikel Merino. So maybe Odegaard can play in one of the two positions, where Rice and Zubimendi plays. Maybe we play with Odegaard in one of those two double pivot positions and keep Havertz further forward, because he's if he's fit and he can play close to Gyökeres, maybe that's how we really unlock consistent goal output from Gyökeres, because then he doesn't have to fight against defenders by himself all the time. And then you take that and you play sometimes Eze on the left or sometimes Trossard on the left, but alternating the players, because we need something different in those central positions. And Gyökeres, he's a strong boy, but he is not a good target man, because the ball bounces off of him, and referees seem to allow defenders to foul him all the time. And with that, you're not going to get the whistle, and then the ball is coming back against you in transition. So I liked what I saw from Arsenal in this game, and I want to see more of it.